Hey y'all, your girl is back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how I bleach and pluck the knots on my closure wig. So this wig is by Asteria hair, and it is their water wave texture. And y'all see these little knots, like you see how they look like little tiny black ants? This is what I'm going to be bleaching today. A lot of y'all ask me like, what does bleaching the knots do? And yeah, that's basically what we're going to be bleaching to blend better with our skin tone. So the first thing that I like to do is go ahead and hot comb this wig back, the front of the closure back, and I like to use a towel so I don't burn myself or nothing. But this just gets all the hair out of the way before we actually start the bleaching process. So the bleach I'm going to be using is a BW2 Clairol Salon Care 40 volume developer, and you're going to need a hair dye brush as well as a bowl. So I do like to use 1.5 scoops of bleach when I dye my closures. This was actually too much bleach. You can actually get away with just using one, but I was being extra. But I just go ahead and I pour the developer into the bleach. I'm not pouring that much at a time. I like to go like slow and like little by little so that I don't accidentally create like too liquidy of a texture. You want the texture of this bleach to be like really thick. You should be able to put it on the brush and like knock it off like this, and it should like not go nowhere. Like it should be stuck. So to make this a lot easier, I do like to take the corner of the brush and put the bleach on the corner instead of just putting a whole bunch of bleach on the brush like all together, if y'all know what I mean. And I'm not being like really light-handed when I'm applying the bleach, and I'm not being too heavy-handed either. I'm kind of being like right in the middle, like giving it the right amount of pressure. Like I wish I can explain it. And a lot of y'all ask me, can you use 30 volume developer? I have never tried 30 volume developer to bleach my knots before. I've always just stuck to 40 because it takes less time. But I would guess if you do use 30 to leave it on about 10 additional minutes. Oh, and by the way, I did dye this hair jet black before I bleached the knots. So once you're done bleaching, it should definitely look like this. It should be fully coated and the knots should be completely covered. And I like to let this sit for 28 minutes, exactly 28 minutes, not 29, not 27. 28 minutes is perfect. And so I'm just going to go ahead and rinse this out. You want to make sure you rinse all that bleach out, okay? And look at that. It looked good already. It kind of looks a little orange, so we're going to go ahead and tone that up a little bit. So I'm going to be taking some purple shampoo, and this is the brand Elvive. This purple shampoo is so much better. I don't know why I've been spending $20 freaking on that other purple shampoo. If y'all know what I'm talking about, that really popular brand, this stuff works 10 times better, and like it smells so good. Like please get this. I think it's like $4 at Walmart or something. Definitely get this purple shampoo. But I'm just putting this all on the closure, on the knots, just on the back, the front, everything. And I like to let this shampoo sit for about 7 minutes, and then I just go ahead and I rinse it out. And it kind of neutralizes the color and makes it look more so brown than like orange. Like it looks bomb. And plus this isn't really the color. It's gonna look a lot more neutral once the hair actually dries. But then I'm gonna take some conditioner. This is my favorite conditioner. It works so good on hair, especially curly hair. And I'm just gonna completely coat this hair in conditioner. And I'm gonna take this little brush. This is like a detangling brush. This is a really good brush for detangling curls. And I'm just gonna detangle these curls, like, and we're gonna soften this hair up. And I like to let this conditioner sit for about an hour, and then I just go ahead and rinse it out. So this is the hair once it's dry and everything, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull out my baby hairs before I actually start plucking. You definitely want to do this step even if you don't plan on wearing baby hairs. Definitely pull the baby hairs out, and then I'm just going to hot comb this hair back to create a good foundation to actually start plucking. I also get some questions on why you pluck the hairline. I pluck the hairline because if y'all don't know, a natural hairline is kind of like thin. Y'all see this hairline is really thick. A natural hairline is a lot thinner than this. So what plucking does is it thins out the hairline to create more of like a realistic hairline, like for like that's on an actual person's head, if that makes sense. So to pluck this wig, I'm going to be using my Revlon tweezers. These are the best tweezers to pluck some hair. Like, they really got that gorilla grip, like, for real. But I already parted the hair in the middle, by the way. If you are going to be doing a middle part, you want to go ahead and part it in the middle. But if you want to do a side part, you can go ahead and part it on the side. But yeah, I'm just like plucking behind the hairline. I'm not plucking directly at the hairline, but just a tiny bit behind it. And after you've plucked for a while, you're going to be noticing like this hair build up, and this is all of the hair that you've plucked. And you want to go ahead and take a comb and just comb all that out, and then start back plucking. And when I'm plucking, I'm kind of dragging the tweezers. I'm like pulling, like I'm plucking and pulling, if that makes sense. And then, like I said, every now and then you want to go ahead and comb the hair out. And when I'm plucking, I am going from side to side. If y'all can see, like I'm going right, and then I go left, and then I go right. I'm not plucking in one specific spot, because if you do that, you're gonna create bald spots. So you know you've plucked enough when the hair just starts to thin out to your liking. I pretty much know how much I like to pluck, but whenever you start seeing it to become transparent is definitely when you should probably stop. Like when you can start seeing the lace through the hair, that's pretty much when you know you've plucked enough. So this is how I like mine to look. Y'all see that the hairline is now thinned out and it's not so thick as it was. So now I'm going to take my She Is Bomb wax stick, and I'm just going to really like flatten this wig out, flatten the edges out before I like to put it on my head. I like to do this before I put it on my head, just because it makes it a lot easier to actually install it. So I'm just hot combing the edges, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hot comb the top of the wig to flatten it out. And do y'all see that the knots are now brown instead of black? That's basically the color it should be. Even if you're light skinned, even if you're like a darker skin tone, this is pretty universal for everybody, because if you bleach it too much, it's gonna look yellow and it's gonna be like a really blonde. And if you bleach it too little, it's not gonna be brown enough. So that's why I do 28 minutes. Alright, so now to install the wig, I do like to go ahead and clean off like the edges of my skin right there with some 91% alcohol. And then I just go ahead and throw this wig on. And y'all, look at this lace. Like, I ain't even glued it down yet, but the lace is already lacing. Like, where they do that at? This lace on this wig is so perfect. But I am going to be installing it with Got To Be Free spray today. But I do like to do 2 layers of this. A lot of y'all ask me how long it lasts whenever I use this method. It really depends. I do like to do 2 layers. If you do 2 layers of this, it's going to last you 2 days. If you do 3 layers of this, it's going to last you 3 days. If you do 4 layers of this, it might last you 4 days. Every layer, I think, from my experience, will last you like a day, basically. So I do 2 layers, and I let the first one dry completely. And then on the second one, I just go ahead and I place the lace in it. And I just take this little comb, and I'm just really like laying the edges, like get into it, and here I'm just pulling out some baby hairs. For this hairstyle, I wanted to do 2 baby hairs like on the sides, and then I like to do 1 in the middle. And then I like to just take my hot comb and just hot comb them straight, so they just not, you know, like flying everywhere and like all over the place. So then I like to take this olive oil super hold fix it spray and this edge comb, and I just spray a little bit of that spray on the comb and like really slick my edges back so that it kind of looks realistic, like real hair would. Because I know I do this for my real hair, like I slick my edges back. So doing this on the closure just makes it look a lot more realistic, and basically like it's just coming out of your scalp. And then I'm just going to take this razor. This is an eyebrow razor that I got from a beauty supply store. And I'm just going to cut these baby hairs. I'm kind of cutting it in a slanted like angle. So this just makes the baby hairs look the best, I think. Baby hairs, it definitely take a minute to like master them. But I think I'm getting so freaking good at my baby hairs. Like, I love how my baby hairs be looking now. Like, I like them to be like nice and wispy. You know, not too thick, not too thin, but just like perfect. And then to lay them, I like to use some mousse. This is just some Motions mousse, and I put it back on that like edge comb. And I'm just laying them and making them to my liking. This mousse just makes the baby hairs not so like crunchy. Y'all know if you use like a spray, it be making them kind of crunchy, but these just give like really soft looking baby hairs, and I just love that look of softness, like the soft. It just looks so good. If y'all want like a really detailed baby hair tutorial, let me know, because I know it can be kind of hard to do them. It took me a minute to like finally get them to like my liking, so let me know in the comments if y'all would like that, because I could definitely do that for y'all. And then I just take a little bit of that olive oil super hold spray, and I'm taking it on my finger and just like setting it a little bit. This just helps to set them so that they like don't move, but these don't make it crunchy, if that makes sense. And then I just tie this up with an elastic band. I got this elastic band from Walmart, and now I'm about to flatten the hell out of this wig, girl. So I'm taking this She Is Bomb wax stick, and I'm just putting this all over the top of the hair, and then I'm taking my hot comb. This is on the hottest setting, and I'm just gonna hot comb this wig really straight. Like, I want this to be so flat. I think that the flatter the wig, the more natural it looks. So to define these curls, I'm just going to be taking some water in a spray bottle, and I'm just going to spray this hair. This was 250% density hair. Like, it's so thick. This is the thickest curly hair I've ever gotten, but I'm so in love with it. I love thick curly hair now. Now that I've gotten it, I'm in love with it. So it took me a minute to really wet this up, but once I wet it, I just took like this Denman brush, and I'm just brushing the curls out. And I'm also going to take a little bit of Motions mousse on that brush and define these curls just a little bit. This is water wave hair. It's not like really curly hair, so it doesn't really need that much defining, but I did want to define them just a little bit. So this curly hair was bomb. Like, I love this curly hair so much. This is my favorite curl pattern. This is water wave. It just looks so cute and like tropical, like you going on vacation to the Bahamas, to freaking Bora Bora or something. This is the perfect hairstyle for like vacation. But yeah, I'm just gonna work. I just work my way over to the other side and get it to my liking. Okay, get into it. Get into it. 28 inches. Come through. 28 inch, 250% density. I love it so much. So now I'm just going to take that elastic band off, and that lace, like I said, is for sure lacing. And I'm going to define this part with some concealer. This is LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Fun. And this is a slanted angle brush, and I'm just going to get this part super duper duper defined. I love a bust down middle part, so straight it can cut somebody. Like, love it. And then to top this off, I'm just going to take a little hair oil and put this like on the top of the hair to make it really shiny. And it just makes it look really fresh. Alright y'all, so this is how my hair turned out. I think it looks so cute. Like, this is 250% density and it's 28 inches and I'm obsessed. Okay, this lace, y'all might think I'm exaggerating right now, but I'm not. Asteria hair is definitely one of my favorite companies. When I tell y'all my favorite companies, I'm not judging it just based off of the hair. I'm judging it based off of the lace, how the wig fits, if the wig is stretchy, if the hair is good quality, if the knots are not too thick. Like, I judge it off of pretty much everything. I don't think I've ever tried straight hair from Asteria, but I can definitely vouch for their curly hair. Y'all see for yourself. Like, come on. Like, obsessed. Up motherfucking sis. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this video was really helpful for y'all. I hope I answered most of y'all's questions when it comes to bleaching and plucking the knots on the wig. If y'all have any more questions, I respond to pretty much all of my comments. Like 98% of my comments I pretty much respond to. If I don't respond, I just missed it. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at pink_Danielle. I know I don't post, but I'm actually about to start back posting. I got a lot of 5 pictures. Like when I say I'm about to sauce up the gram real quick, I'm about to sauce up the gram real quick. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in my next video.